Unparalleled numbers of people are working from home, whether it's a few days per week or full-time, by choice or because of a health situation. Many companies are now realizing that remote work doesn't necessarily mean less productive.
Many companies are realizing that the industry trends are here to stay. One trend that we're seeing is a 60-20-20. 60% of people working from home and at the office, with another 20% dedicated at home and another 20% in the office. We've all been a part of this big work from home experiment. Kids remote learning, parents working from home. But the good news is that organizations are really starting to embrace this new way of working, and connectivity has become a vital necessity.
Between connected devices, printers, doorbells, gaming consoles, and home automation, the average home has more complex and diverse systems than small companies.
The majority of global internet traffic today is actually streaming video. Whether you're streaming from Netflix, whether you're in a video meeting, whether you're playing a video game, the mass majority of all traffic today is streaming video. And so when you think about working from home and working in that environment, make sure those streaming services are turned off if you're having trouble connecting to a video meeting to have the highest possible quality. The average American home today leverages more bandwidth than the typical small business did just 10 years ago.
Millions of computing devices were purchased already this year to support working from home, with many of those workers now connecting their homes to their corporate offices via fresh out-of-the-box devices. Security risk becomes a big concern.
Some of the latest threats to consider are both phishing and ransomware. When we think of phishing, upwards of 9 out of 10 attacks today actually start with phishing, which is where someone is trying to impersonate someone else to get you to click on a link. When you click on that link, oftentimes it leads to ransomware. And ransomware is something that will automatically install onto your machine by clicking on that link, and it's going to encrypt all of your files. And essentially you have to pay the hackers money to get those files back.
Cybersecurity professionals are reporting an increase in hacking and scamming, and many of us are not familiar with data security. That could lead to something called a data breach.
The best hackers today are not just really good with computers, they're really great cyber psychologists. In the industry overall, we spend $100 billion plus a year on information security to protect our systems. But really in the end, it all comes down to you. It comes down to the links that you click on, the phone calls you take, and the text messages you respond to, and what information you provide when you do so. It's really important today that you think before you speak, click, or text. When you look at an email, make sure you recognize the sender. And you not just recognize the name of the sender, but you actually look to see who the sender is, and if you recognize the email domain where it's coming from. Before you click on any link, make sure you hover over that link and ensure it's going to the site that you're expecting. And when in doubt, always err on the side of caution. If someone reaches out to you and asks you to click or provide information, always look for that second step to verify to make sure that the person you're providing the information to is indeed the person they're representing themselves as.
These new circumstances demand different data protection. Here are some tips from Converge One to protect your data.
Some of the critical ways to protect both your business as well as your personal systems is to make sure you're running leading endpoint security, such as antivirus, across all of your devices. We also want to make sure that your systems are fully patched and updated. An example being a Windows update. Hackers today are actively looking for systems that are unpatched where vulnerabilities may exist that they can leverage. The last thing to really make sure you consider is having strong data backups across all of your critical data from both your personal as well as your business systems.
Substituting the office workplace with an at-home office space is no easy feat. That's why Converge One is implementing a unified visual and video collaboration solution, which is a great way to maximize workforce productivity.
Interpersonal communication has never been more important, and video sits at the heart of it. So many more people are understanding of our current work environment, but it's really important that we continue to connect with one another over video without an agenda.
At Converge One, we're fiercely passionate about connecting people with purpose. Whether it's students connecting to remote learning, a patient connecting to virtual healthcare, or an employee connecting back into their business. We sit at the intersection of technology and transformation to help connect, secure organizations globally.
To find out more about how Converge One can help your remote workforce, visit convergeone.com. And of course, visit us at designingspaces.tv.